Over the last few months, with the incoming of Diablo 4, all content creators for Diablo Immortal have been thinking about or had thought about, including myself, should I leave Diablo Immortal or Diablo 3 to move to Diablo 4? For Diablo 3 creators, of course, you're going to move to Diablo 4, but Immortal creators, it's essentially a different platform to play on, and the decision was a little bit more difficult. Now, I will say the majority of Diablo Immortal creators had moved on to Diablo 4 and seen a lot of success. Darth Microtransaction is one of the largest worth noting, started a brand new channel and has over 200,000 subscribers in a little bit over a month because of Diablo 4, and I'm very happy for him. But for me, and I put a video out about this recently, talking about why Diablo 4 wasn't a good fit for me. If you missed that video, go check it out. I go into detail about why Immortal is better for me. But at the end of the day, I made the right decision for me, for the channel, and for the community as well. Because recently, being one of the small handful of content creators left for Diablo Immortal, at least English speaking, I've realized that there are a lot of players that still play the game. There are a lot of new players coming to the game, and there are a lot of players that need guidance because they know absolutely nothing about how to do things inside Diablo Immortal. And while I sometimes sit and think about what high-end type of content can we make for the top players, we need to remember that there are new players, thousands of them every single day, downloading and playing Diablo Immortal for the first time. Players that need guidance because they just don't know what to do. And we know that Diablo Immortal is an in-depth game. There's a lot going on inside of the game. So how do they do this inside of the game? What the heck are charms? Or how do you get past level Paragon 799? Why am I stuck at 799? This is a question I get all the time from people inside of the game. So I've realized that my place here on YouTube, on this channel, was meant for Diablo Immortal. Not only because there's a community need for it, because there's community support for it, but also because, in my opinion, the game is live and thriving and doing really well, especially after the launch of the Blood Knight, which, by the way, I put a review out on that as well, and class builds. It's an amazing class. So much fun to play. And the new class, the 1-year anniversary of Diablo Immortal, has brought so many players back to the game. During my live streams, in the comment section, I see numbers of people saying, I stopped playing about 3 months into the game, but I came back now and it's so much better than it used to be. And you know what? That is a fact. The game is just better than it used to be. In the past, there were more issues than there are now. The mechanics of the game, many of them have changed. Of course, many of them also have not, some that we want to be changed, but that's all right. We're working with things as we go, trying to make the game better, and we are seeing that progress as time goes on. There's a lot of stuff we can all enjoy inside of the game, whether we're a free-to-play player or whether you're a whale inside of the game. And it's my job to teach the community, to teach all of you how to be safe with your spending or non-existent with your spending. And no matter what your spending habits, whether you spend $0, battle pass money, or anything in between and all the way up to whales, there's a way for all of us to enjoy the game, as I mentioned before. And someone has recently brought up in my comment section, Echo, you say that you're a low spender. How do you run legendary crest runs every 2 or 3 weeks? Well, first of all, a video that I need to put out very soon is talking about how many free legendary crests you can get every single month. And you will be surprised by the number that you could actually get for free. Now, I spent $5 in the battle pass. I get a couple of crests from that. I use platinum that I get from farming gems and selling gems to buy 2 legendary crests per week. I participate in every in-game event that will reward me with legendary crests, and I'm able to run these 10 legendary crest runs on a regular basis, and I absolutely love doing it because I know that I've spent nearly nothing to get the crest to do that. So there are players that need to be educated on how to take advantage of what the game has to give. I know the answers here. I know how to do this stuff, and I should be sharing all of that with all of you. In addition to that, Diablo 4 just doesn't fit my playstyle, right? It doesn't fit my life. It doesn't fit my time schedule. And let's be honest, I enjoy Diablo Immortal more. And I've been seeing a lot of people in the comments section saying the same thing. which I was surprised about. I was surprised that people really like and love and would prefer to play Diablo Immortal over Diablo 4, but it seems that there's a lot more people out there like myself with a busy lifestyle that are dads with kids that don't want to be locked up in front of the PC all day long grinding the game. Whether they can't or they don't want to, either way, Diablo Immortal fits in as a more realistic, a more enjoyable, and just a better experience for those people. So, in my opinion, I made the right choice. I have a game that I love playing. It is literally my go-to game that I like to play. It's the one that I put 90% of my time into every single day. It's Diablo Immortal. I wake up, I enjoy it, I try out new builds, I love talking with the community, finding out builds to feature on the channel. By the way, we have a nice fast wizard build coming, I believe tomorrow, maybe the day after. Looking forward to sharing that one with you for all of you wizard fans out there, or people that maybe aren't wizard fans, but maybe after seeing this build. Stay tuned for that one. There's so much for me to bring to you guys on a daily basis regarding Diablo Immortal. There's so much to talk about, so many things to learn, and so many new things coming every single month. Every single month, there's a pretty sizable update, some bigger than others, but there's always something really fun coming to the game. And Diablo 4 is going to have seasons, but Diablo Immortal is always going to have progression, new things coming. As we've seen, new PvP modes, new PvE modes, game modes that keep coming back to the game as well. So there's a lot to do. And I'm happy that I decided not to leave. I very well could have cold turkey, put down Diablo Immortal, picked up Diablo 4, and grinded through it and tried to be one of those Diablo 4 content creators. I probably would not have been successful or as successful as them, and I probably would have burned myself out because, as I've mentioned in my Why I Quit Diablo 4 video, it just doesn't fit me as a player, me as a content creator. So I'm happy that I'm here with you. I'm excited to see what the community brings, and a lot of what I'm doing over the next couple of months is going to be heavily focused on the community. I'm always looking for builds because, let's be honest, guys, I was a barbarian for months, and I could bring you every single barbarian build inside of the game. I knew barbarian like the back of my hand. Now I'm playing as the Blood Knight, and I'm learning builds for the Blood Knight. I'm learning how the Blood Knight works, and I'm bringing you all of that as we go. But I'm not a wizard. I'm not a demon hunter. I'm not a monk. I'm not a crusader. I'm not a necromancer. Some of those I was, and I put out guides and builds when I was. But right now, I'm not those classes. So I can't bring you a build on it unless if I rely on the community. So I've reached out. I have a good chunk of people that play the game that are above Paragon level. I would say experts at their class. And I'm going to be sharing what they have to share with the community. And again, that can always be you as well. If you're someone that considers yourself a top player in the game, that doesn't mean that you're a massive spender. It doesn't mean you have the biggest resonance inside of the game. I don't care about the resonance. I don't really care about PvP, if I'm being honest. I care about the builds, the progression, the grind, what we all typically know and love from action RPGs. And if you asked me, 10 months ago, I would have been like, PvP is where it's all at. But it's been proven that it's not really where it's at least for Diablo Immortal. I'm happy I'm here with you guys in Diablo Immortal. You guys have been in the community since day one, which is like 3.5 years ago, which is just stupid, but you've been here. I appreciate all of you and look forward to more Diablo Immortal guides and all that other stuff every single day. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. I'll see you in the next one.